Hello everyone, so now we are going to create a first Spring Boot application. So why we use Spring Boot? We use a Spring Boot to create a Java based applications. Spring Boot is a framework we can use to develop Java based application, RESTful APIs and microservices. So now we are going to create a Spring Boot application. So now we have to go to the browser and search Spring Initializer. Click here. Click on the start.spring.io link. Then we can get this page. Here we can select language as a Java, project as a Maven, and here you can see a Spring Boot versions. I will keep it as by default version 3.4.2. Here we can see group name, artifact name, description and package name. I am going to change your project name as a demo first. So here you can see a Java version. I will keep it as a 17, and here you can add dependencies. There is a lot of dependencies like web security, JPA, actuator, dev tools. I am going to add a Spring Web, which is Spring Web is used to build a web including RESTful applications using Spring MVC. It uses Apache Tomcat as a default embedded container. So I am going to add this Spring Web. Now I am going to click on generate. So yeah, here is my project is downloaded. So yeah, downloaded properly. Yeah, now I'm going to extract this here, extract all. Yeah, extract it here. So my zip folder is extracted. Now I'm going to click on Eclipse, open Eclipse IDE. On this Eclipse IDE, we are going to import that extracted file. So now click on file. Here you can see import. Click on import. Here you can see existing Maven project. Click on this existing Maven project and now click on next. Now you can browse that extracted folder. So here is my folder and downloads. Yeah, here is demo first. So now I'm going to click on this folder. Yeah, I'm going to select that src folder. Select. Here you can see form.xml file. So form.xml file is a configuration file. So now I'm going to click on finish. So here is importing Maven project. So for this you need a good internet connection. So now yeah, here is my project. In that src, here you can see form.xml file. Yeah, here we get 1 second. Yeah, here you can see the dependencies. We can add web dependencies. So yeah, here is the dependencies we get. So basically form.xml is a configuration file. Whichever dependencies we are going to add it, we can show it here. So now I'm going to click here src/main/java. Here is the demo first application, which is the main file. Yeah, using this file we are going to run our application. So yeah, this is the main file. Now I'm going to run this application to see it is built successfully or not. So yeah, you can see here, you can see my demo first application started properly. Yeah, so now I'm going to click here and create one more package, which is a controller. So click on finish. In that controller package I'm going to create one class, which is a controller class, controller demo class. So Spring Boot basically has three layers, which is a controller layer. In a controller layer Spring Boot has basically three layers, which is a controller layer, service layer and DAO layer. In this controller layer we can handle all HTTP requests, which is put, get, post and delete. And in a service layer we can write a business logic, and in a DAO layer we can write a database related logic, which is also called as a repository layers. So now in a controller layer I am going to add here one more annotations, which is REST controller, REST controller, REST controller. So REST controller is a here. Now I am going to import a package. So REST controller is a Spring Boot annotations, which is used to define a RESTful web services. It is a version of @controller that combines controller and request body, means all method in a class annotated with a REST controller. It can return data directly. Yeah, so now I am going to create one method. Before that I am going to add one more annotations, which is a REST mapping. Yeah, sorry, which is a request mapping. Request mapping is a base URL for all endpoints to this controller. So here I am going to add endpoint as a API. If you want to add, then add, otherwise your decision. So now I am going to create here one method as a public string hello demo. So yeah, here return, add a return statement. So now I am going to return a string as a welcome to Spring Boot application. So on this method I am going to add one more annotations, which is get mapping. Which is get mapping. Which is get mapping. Get mapping. It is used to maps HTTP GET request to this method. So here I am going to give endpoint as hi. it can maps HTTP GET request to these methods. Okay, so yeah, I'm going to run this application now. So go to the demo first application and run this. So yeah, okay, port 0. So here, so if we get this error, then we have to check, we have to terminate our existing process. So here is my existing process is on, so I'm going to terminate this. So now I'm going to run this again. So yeah, one Java application. So here you can see my first application is started properly on port 8080. So now I'm going to run this on a browser. So here localhost colon 8080 slash my API endpoints and git mapping endpoints. So yeah, here you can see welcome to a Springboot application. Okay, so it will run it as properly. I can see here initializing Spring Dispatcher. So let complete initializes. Now I'm going to run this in a Postman. So click on Postman. So yeah, here I am going to put as a URL API slash hi. And in this, here you can select which method you want. I am going to get, because I write here get mapping, I want to get HTTP request. So now I am going to send, click on send. So I will, yeah, here you can see welcome to a Springboot application. So my Springboot application is run properly. Yeah. Here we have two more layers as a service and DAO. We will see this is in our next demo. So yeah, here is our first application, Springboot application. So now I'm going to end this session, my first demo. So yeah, I'm going to end this.